What is better, Tapswap or Hamster Kombat? Maybe we should delete these useless games, or should we keep one of them? Or maybe both tap-to-earn games are worth spending your time on? Friends, this is Tap Guy channel, and today we will compare the two most popular tap-to-earn games on the market. But before we start, let's perform the standard YouTube ritual and click the thumb up and subscribe button. And don't forget to subscribe to the Hamster Live 20 for Telegram channel. We keep our finger on the pulse and regularly share fresh news about tap-to-earn games. So, first, let's look at the rating of Telegram channels. Hamster Kombat is in first place, and Tapswap is right behind it. That means these are the top two applications in Telegram today. In terms of audience, Blue Map is in third place, and we already have a video about it on our channel. In other words, today, the maximum audience in this direction plays Tapswap and Hamster Kombat. Also, note that we have Notcoin, which is in fifth place. Today, Notcoin has become the entry point to tap-to-earn games. What is the difference between Hamster Kombat and Tapswap? While Tapswap is a complete copy of the Notcoin app, Hamster Kombat offers a greater variety of game mechanics. Of course, you can tap the hamster, but besides that, the app offers various ciphers, the ability to upgrade cards, and so on. But what difference does it make to us if we are here to make money on these apps? In this video, we will share our strategy on how not to lose money and take the maximum. So watch the video until the end. Many believe this app is a scam, and indeed, there are risks that you won't earn anything from them. Well, friends, let's think logically. You are required to do almost nothing. You don't risk your money. You don't need to invest anything. All you need is minimal involvement in the project. Enter the app several times a day and perform simple actions. Although Tapswap had an option to upgrade your account for 1.5 ton, the developers received their share of hate for that. Although this was done only so that new participants could catch up with those who registered in the app earlier. Currently, Tapswap and Hamster Kombat are the top apps. These are the most popular apps. The probability that the developers will enter the market and pay everyone the promised money is very high. If these apps fail and don't pay their players, it will mean death for the entire direction. On the other hand, if they pay the promised money, the whole niche will come to life. We are now in the initial phase of the bull cycle. Therefore, it will be quite difficult to ruin these projects. Many may remember the Step app that paid money for steps taken. Well, this app came out at the end of the bull cycle, so it rose very quickly, gained popularity rapidly. There were huge payouts. Some managed to earn from $20,000 to $30,000 a day by reselling sneakers, but then it also quickly faded into oblivion. Now, this niche is just emerging. A huge number of people have turned their attention to tap-to-earn games. The mass user is no longer interested in investing in coins and NFT. Everyone wants to tap that hamster. It is also important to note that all these apps carry some degree of risk, but it is up to you whether you manage your assets wisely or just waste your time. In the end, we will talk about the main strategies, but now it is important to remember that Hamster Kombat and Tapswap are market leaders, and you will understand which app to participate in by the end of the video. Now let's move on to the Hamster Kombat app.
Hamster Kombat.
The developers aim to reach 1 billion active users. It is unknown whether they will succeed or not. It all depends on how they build their tokenomics. Will people be able to make money on this project? If people can really make money on the hamster, then 1 billion is just a matter of time. If not, the app will collapse very quickly. We can now say with certainty that this project is actively developing. The entire market is working for this project. All exchanges are working for this project. The Ton ecosystem is very interested in the success of this project. We remind you that the listing will be on the Ton blockchain. We are now in a trend, just like CoinList used to be a trend, just like Step used to be a trend. Those who participated in the project when it was trending made money, and those who came later got nothing. Everyone who failed to leave in time also lost. There are many stories about people who made money and many stories about people who lost, and it will be the same here. There is a lot of trust in these projects now, especially after people received payouts from Notcoin. But this trust will inevitably be replaced by huge disappointment. People will hate the hamster just as they previously hated CoinList, just as they previously hated the Step app, just as they previously hated Bitcoin. Remember when Bitcoin rose very high and then fell just as hard? This is absolutely normal. From love to hate, there is one step. There are now many people who believe in the project and many who do not believe in the project and call it all a scam. And this is actually very good for the project because this conflict ultimately turns into discussion and converts into hype. What else is important to say about this project? The project listing is expected in July 2024, but we need to understand that postponing the listing is also a marketing move. This is all done to gather as much audience as possible. They may already know that the listing will be at the end of the year, but they can move it now to August, then to September, October, and so on. And while the hype around the hamster grows, the project will profit. The more hype, the more successful the project listing will be. As long as people believe there is such a project where they can make money by literally investing nothing, people will stay in this project no matter what anyone says. Now let's move on to Tapswap. Tapswap was originally released on the Solana blockchain, but then they moved to the TON ecosystem because this ecosystem handles such projects very well. According to unconfirmed rumors, the TON ecosystem, which belongs to the creator of Telegram, Pavel Durov, bought Tapswap from Solana. Initially, the task of Notcoin was to attract 300 to 400 million users to the TON system. Now let's look at the numbers. Tapswap has an audience of about 50 million. Hamster Kombat has about 200 million users. We have to 150 million users, and there is still plenty of time until the listing. So, it is quite possible for these projects to attract about 300 million users to the TON ecosystem, if not more. Therefore, the leaders of the TON project are very interested in these projects going live and showing a similar situation to what Notcoin showed. Notcoin is very well regarded despite the fact that it started at 1 cent, then dropped to 0.5 cents, and then it stabilized around 1.5 to 2 cents. Nevertheless, Notcoin has a very loyal audience. Trust is the main and only thing on which any currency is based. That is why the TON ecosystem will do its best to maintain a loyal audience for these two projects as well. You need to understand that they have huge opportunities, and they can easily do this. The market is now looking at these projects. Investors are endlessly investing in these projects because everyone sees a huge perspective in this. Let's summarize a little. Projects like Tapswap and Hamster Kombat do not exist to waste your time, but to create a loyal audience for the TON ecosystem. Moreover, we already have some experience with Notcoin, and we have seen how it can actually work. Are there prospects for Tapswap? Of course, there are. Are there prospects for Hamster Kombat? Yes, absolutely. Both of these games have turned the market upside down, just like Notcoin did once. Tapswap chose the direction of artificial intelligence, which is one of the main directions in this bull cycle. All these projects are dynamic, and they quickly adapt to market realities. Did you know Bloom set a goal to gather 100,000 audiences at most, but today it has 30 million users? So right now, this direction is developing at an incredible pace, and on this note, we come to the most interesting part.
How to earn.
There are two main strategies for managing your assets. These are the 50% strategy and the 33% strategy. The 50% strategy is when we leave 50% in the game and withdraw 50% to the card. The 33% strategy is a bit more complex. We withdraw 1/3 to the card, leave 1/3 in the game, and invest 1/3 in other projects. Why do many pessimists say that these projects are scams? Because people invest, then the market crashes and people lose everything or almost everything. And this is where tears, snot, irritation, and anger appear. And all this will definitely happen. This is the law of the market. This happens all the time, every 3 to 4 years, and it will be the same this time. This cycle will be exactly the same, and the next cycles will be exactly the same. But if you regularly withdraw part of your assets, you simply cannot lose everything. The second most important thing to say is bet on the referral system. Create your referral system for both the Hamster Kombat project and the Tapswap project and the Bloom project. Here are the main opportunities for earning. These projects will pay the most to those who bring in new users. Create accounts for your friends. Create accounts for your parents. Invite your friends through social networks, through TikTok, through Instagram. You don't have to do all of this. You can just tap and perform some simple actions. Of course, you'll still earn something, but the main opportunities lie in the referral system. When the coin is released, there will be another opportunity to earn, because after the coin's release, there will inevitably be a slight dip at the initial stages. Wait for the price to drop to this low point, and then you can invest. Never invest 100% immediately. Invest in stages. Place one limit order, and then set another 3 for limit orders. Once you break even on this project and retrieve the principal, you'll be left with free coins. These free coins will stay in the market for as long as you want. Fix 25% of the remaining coins. When you reach 5x, fix 25% of the principal. When you reach 10x, fix 25% of the principal. So, we've covered how to earn in various ways on these projects. We've found that you can earn well through the referral system. We found that you can earn by participating in the project's activities and doing what is required of you. You will also receive your airdrop. And we've also learned how to invest in these projects after the coin listing. And the best part is that you don't have to choose just one of these methods. You can use them all. You also decide whether to participate in one project, 2 projects, or all projects at once, but there's absolutely no reason to limit yourself. And also, remember to act with a cool head and not succumb to emotions. Choose your strategy and stick to it. Well, that's all. You are on the Tap Guy channel. Please tap the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button, and don't forget to tap the bell so you don't miss new videos. Also, subscribe to our Telegram channel. There you will find the latest news about Hamster Kombat, Tapswap, Bloom, and other tap to earn games. See you soon!